knows at times I can be misunderstood. Yeah. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. All I ask is you will try loving me. All I ask is you will try loving me. 'Cause loving me ain't easy. I know it ain't.
What's going on, and welcome to Black King's Free Game. Everybody, we are here with my president today. Now, I'm not talking about President of the United States, but it might as well be the president of the 11 black men of Hinesville, Georgia. His name is President Cunningham. And he also has a Secret Service detail, but they just decided not to come today. But normally he walks around with probably about 4 people that really have his back. But when we have the meetings at the 11 black men, he's surrounded by plenty of brothers that are there to make sure he's protected at all times. Secret Service. Thank you for coming out, President Cunningham.
Thank you for having me, and I rarely feel safe.
You said rarely? What about now?
I feel okay right now.
Okay.
It's just you, so.
Yeah. Dang, I don't know how to take that. You make me seem like I'm just soft. You? What kind of threat are you? Like, that's messed up. But anyways, I appreciate you coming out today. As always, we're going to start it off with how everybody's week was. And yes, we'll give a shout out to the Liberty County Blazers. Thank you, Ms. McGurger. Eddie, how was your week this week, King Myers?
Productive. Yeah,
I know right now you're dealing with the college. Matter of fact, would you explain some of that real quick for everybody?
So I'm an admissions recruiter for Lincoln Tech. We're based out of Nashville, Tennessee, but we do have a campus in Marietta and East Point.
Okay.
So my job is just to go from school to school and try to recruit seniors to come to, our school to come to some of the programs, because a lot of times these kids think they have to go to a 4-year school to make money, and not knowing that you can cut down 3/4 of the debt that you would get from going to a 4-year school just to go to a trade school because you want to learn welding.
Yeah, go straight into it.
Why am I going to learn about social studies going to welding if I want to weld? So our school is passionate about every program we put in, because you can come in, for instance, as a technician, a mechanic, and by the time you leave our school, you have the certification of a master mechanic. And that's the difference between $30,000 and $90,000.
Yeah, ASC certified.
Yep. So for those who are interested in, that have seniors and juniors that are interested in not going to school because they don't want to go to college.
I got you.
We have a trade school.
And the name of the school one more time?
Lincoln Tech.
Lincoln Tech. Y'all got it. Lincoln Tech. Also, I want to give a shout out to Andre Oliver. Mr. Oliver, yesterday after the show, we were discussing you. So I'll be getting in contact. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, shoot me a text so I can have your information. Everybody, I want to go ahead and give this future episode a shout out for Andre Oliver. True community people in the community making differences. And it's not like he just has, he said he got his pockets right, but it's not like he's just doing it from help from the world. He's doing this on his own fruition, like his own motivation, his own drive. So shouts out to you. President Cunningham, how was your week, sir?
Hey, man, like always, man, my week is always going to be productive. I'm not going to have a negative week, even if it's going negative. My wife is always there to pick me up. My kids there to pick me up. So, right now I'm working on my master's degree in developmental psychology.
Wow.
I'm working.
That's great, there.
Working on my master. I'm working on the banquet.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes,
getting that geared up, working on a Christmas party and all that stuff for 11 Black Men. And
oh wow, we're gonna have a Christmas party.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Oh man,
like every year.
Yeah, well, look. But I think the Christmas party is only for the 11 Black Men. It's not open to the community, is it?
No, it's not open to the community.
Yeah,
but, we of course we're going to give back to the community.
Most definitely.
So get ready to open up those pockets, my good brother.
Yes, sir.
So just working on those things, and then the little personal give backs that I do. I'm always looking for some way to give back to the community and additional ways to mentor, and of course I never fail to work on myself. So
I got you. Now, y'all don't let him fool you. He's retired, so he sets his own schedule. But the thing is, he still get up early. That to me, I'm like, man. So when you got somebody that has their schedule set, that means they're really more productive, y'all. Yeah, he probably is finishing more things than most people do in 9 hours in less than one. So with a master's, then you're working on a master's on top of that.
But the thing is, I got kids in school.
Yeah.
I can't get out of bed at the same time as they do and expect to motivate them when my day hasn't started.
I got you.
So I gotta be ready in order to get them ready. How you gonna prepare somebody else if you're not prepared?
Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're right about that. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in action, but no, that makes really good sense. That's a free game for y'all. So what they see you do is what they doing, basically. So we got to be an inspiration and motivation to our kids. That's completely right. But right now we're here to honor President Cunningham and some of his background. He's been in the military for over 20 years. What?
Don't put me back in there.
What? No, I say he's been in the military for over 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And he retired.
Yeah.
A sergeant first class. Mm-hmm. He did 4 tours. I believe the tour in Afghanistan.
Iraq. All to Iraq.
Iraq. Golly. Was it hot over there?
Yes.
Seriously. He said yes.
I wouldn't call it hot, but
it's ridiculous.
I can't think of the word that's hotter than that.
Nope.
Is it like Georgia or is it like a
90
dry
degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a big guy, and when the heat can change your mind about eating, it's hot.
By 9 o'clock, it's almost 100 degrees. Imagine when you got to go
it's dry heat, isn't it? Or is it still humid?
Go turn on your oven at 350 and get in it.
Mm-hmm. or matter of fact, stick your hands in. You ain't got to get it. Just stick your hands in.
That sounds extreme. Everybody in the chat that's been, let me know if they telling the truth or they just pulling my leg right now.
You ain't pulling your leg now.
You mean to tell me that y'all got up at 9 o'clock in the morning and
We got up before then, but by 9,
by 9 it's like 90 degrees outside.
90 degrees.
Oh yeah, I would
At
definitely.
peak hours, it's probably like what 110, 120 sometimes.
And you're not even thinking about all the gear we got on, especially those of us going out there on convoys, and we got on vests.
I was at 88.
Yeah, but y'all had AC, right?
Not the first time.
He said, we didn't develop AC because it was too expensive to put it in the vehicle.
No, they had the Humvees at first.
Yeah. Man. And you've done 4 tours.
4. Like it was like back to back.
Oh, wow.
All of my tours came between 2003 and 2010.
Well, first, of course, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Appreciate your dedication. I appreciate you being in that 90-degree weather 4 tours, but those tours were probably, 6 months?
15.
15.
Yeah, my last 3 was all a year long.
Wow. Y'all understand, being away from your family like that, and you in the hot, and you going through there and you looking around trying to make sure you stay safe to return home, and you're protecting people Veterans Day means something. Do you understand me? We got to understand it. It's just a part of life that we never experienced that they experienced for us, so we won't have to. So, appreciate you. I really do. Now, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Alabama, small town, Monroeville, Alabama.
Oh, wow.
You could get right here on Highway 84 and drive 8 hours and be in Monroeville, Alabama. But if you blink 3 times, you're going to have to back up because you're going to miss it.
Now, are you a Bama fan?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought we were about to have to end the show.
I'm an Auburn fan, but
War Eagle.
We lose all the time. So.
Yeah, y'all haven't been doing well. I gotta give a shouts out to our people in the chat: Andre Oliver, Lauren Brown, Nisha, Jane Spears. We appreciate you guys. DeQuitney, we thank you. Tommy Sanford, Antoinita, and Nathaniel Jr. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share the live. We appreciate you, and please type in those comments right there. All right, but we about to get to nitty gritty because he thinks he's an athlete. Now, President Cunningham grew up in Monroe, you said? Monroeville, the place that you blink, you pass. So it was like 6 people there, and he could beat them all in racing.
It was 9.
Now, it was 9? Mm-hmm. Oh, 9 people there, and he beat them all in racing. So he thought that he could beat me. And I had to do something slight with him, y'all. But yeah, moving past that, your athlete from the school, was it the name of the school Monroe or
Monroe County High School?
Okay, and you were the number 1 athlete there.
Yeah, and I think it was in October of 2024.
Okay,
it was a guy. His name is slipping my mind.
October of 20. Miss Nisha. Miss Nisha said, "Play the video, Mark." What video are we talking about? Anyways,
the same guy.
What's his name?
King Conda.
King Conda.
Oh, no,
There's another guy named King Conda.
I beat the doors off of him in a race.
Oh wow!
Twice.
Wow.
Look, we're not here to lie about things, okay?
Cue the video.
What video are you talking about?
Oh, we don't have no video this time, huh?
If I was you, I probably would edit the video.
Yeah. Definitely edit.
Put it in reverse.
Mm-hmm. I got the video. I'll play the video later. Forget that. Y'all think I'm afraid to show y'all me beating you? Like, you realize you lost that race, right?
I tell you what, we could race for charity, and I'll give you a 3-yard head start.
Y'all hear this? Look, right now there is a challenge out to me saying that he will beat me in a race, and we should do it for charity. I want to see in the chat if everybody wants to see that race. If y'all want to see that race, let me know, and I will make it happen. I'm going to put the video up, but it's just to me blowing him out, y'all. I don't know why.
And the race has to be at least 70 yards.
70 yards?
70, yes.
Well, first, you're dictating too much.
Yeah,
Huh? I said he's dictating too much for a race, isn't he? When you say that?
I'm trying to make it fair.
70 yards.
Yeah, I just want to beat you by a greater distance.
Oh, wow.
Beat me by a greater distance.
That's what he said.
Okay, we're about to show the video, and Mr. Engineer, the video is in there. You know where to go. So, when you grew up in Monroeville, how many buildings? Like, how was it? How did you grow up? Was it more of a family-oriented town, or?
Oh, man, growing up, it felt very family or like a family-oriented town. Mm-hmm. But now when I go back there, it doesn't feel like a family-oriented town. It just feels like a disconnect.
Wow.
I guess I got different views of what family feel like. I'm a different type of family man than what I grew up seeing in a family setting.
Wow. Has it expanded some, or is it still like the same size, or?
It has gotten worse.
It's smaller.
No, it's not smaller. It's just that
mentality.
The town hasn't developed it. They hadn't evolved. Just
stalemate. Just stuck in one. Wow. Well, growing up in a town like that, when you finally left Monroeville, what was your start? What pushed you to get out of Monroeville?
You said it had 9 people in it. I would have got it too.
Now, listen. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Please.
I was on probation, brother.
Oh wow.
Got a little scuffle happened.
Okay.
The judge put me on probation.
Wow.
And
you were squabbling.
I never take the blame for it. It wasn't my fault. But when the recruiter came to the house, of course, we didn't have internet. So the recruiter was like, hey, we got to go to the courthouse and do your background check. So I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. So I didn't tell the recruiter, like, hey, I'm on probation. So I hopped in the car. And when we got to the courthouse, the recruiter like, hey, she had the lady, she got my social lady back there on the little computer. And the lady ran my name. The lady looked up at me. She looked back at the screen. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, she see that I'm
on probation.
Yeah.
And the lady looked at me. She said, baby, ain't your mama named Doris? I said, yes, ma'am. She looked back at the screen and she signed the paper, said, he good.
Wow.
I popped smoke.
So you got out of there.
And they had a warrant for my arrest.
No.
From 2001 to 2009.
And you in the military.
Gone.
I'm going to tell you, man, God work in mysterious ways, brother.
All it took is one traffic stop. While I was in the state of Alabama, it would have took one traffic stop.
But you never got stopped?
Nope.
Wow.
And I went home for my cousin's funeral in February of 2009, and I saw my name in the newspaper, and I called City Hall, and the lady was like, where you at right now? I said, oh, ma'am, I'm in Kansas. Man, I was like 10 minutes away from that lady. And I called Nisha. I was like, hey, I need you to send me some more money. And she Western Union me some money, and I sent my cousin in City Hall, and he came back out of City Hall with my release papers.
Oh, wow. Oh, it was a bond out that you needed to pay. He said, nothing. I get it. Hey, now we were talking about that race. So since you wanted to, I'm going to show y'all the video. Now, look, it's a little grainy, and you can't really see the angle of how fast and I was and how I beat him, but here it is. And his nickname back then was Powerful Armadillo. All right, let's watch the video.
Your speed was grainy too. I didn't even have to really run.
Look, now watch.
Yeah.
You see
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Eddie got the brake speed off him.
Why you look tired?
What are you talking about?
He got the brake speed off him.
Restart the video. Restart the video. All right, now play it again. Now, as you can see, do you see where the person standing right there? That's where the race ended. The person holding up their hands now.
Oh, Lord, have
not
mercy.
where
Eddie
the
got
race
the
was
brake
supposed to
speed
end.
off
We just
him.
kept running the
Race toward the end right there.
He got the brake
shut
speed
it
off
down.
him.
As soon as you started.
The people
I don't know
champion
why you
took
keep
the
showing
L.
that part. Once again, show it again how I dusted him.
Okay,
One more time.
Show the second race then.
All right, here we go. All right.
You didn't learn the first time?
Man, I dusted them both times.
Yeah.
Now, look. Y'all see how I'm ahead?
Oh, Lord, have
right
mercy.
there.
Eddie got the brake speed off
Wait,
him.
go back. Close attention to the stumble.
The stumble. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all watch this. Watch again.
That's how you know you behind.
Watch.
him.
Look. Right here. Boom. I'm gone. I'm on him. And I
Oh,
stumbled
Lord,
right
have
there.
mercy. Eddie
and
got
then
the brake speed off
Powerful
him.
Armadillo just he took it on through. So now y'all saw the race. Are you happy now, Nisha? You saw the race, and as you can see,
I don't think that was a race.
what do you mean? Then what was it then?
I don't know. It looked like he was just jogging. So it definitely
I was
like
just
no,
jogging.
not you. Not you. Not
Wait.
you.
She said Oh, Peanut just said he can beat Mark in a race. Now, Peanut's your son, right? The one that can kick the football.
No.
Oh, the soccer ball.
Peanut is my oldest son.
Your oldest son. Hey, Peanut talking about Peanut. Don't do that, man. Come on, we cool, bro. We don't want to race. I'm not raising Peanut, but I will race his daddy.
Yeah, Peanut gonna really hurt you.
Yeah.
Peanut gonna really hurt you.
Look, no, I'll race his pops again.
You just let me know when and what charity we donating to.
Okay.
And listen, I will still donate if during the race at any point you can reach out and touch me.
Brother, your pocket's gonna be full. Hey.
Eddie, do you want to get on this? Because you laughing real hard.
Nah, brother. I know my limits.
I know.
I'm not a fool.
So
Cause you look like a clown in the video.
Oh, we got jokes.
It looked like you were saying this when you were running. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. I think you might have even dookie on yourself on the process.
Did you just donkey? Anyways. Look, I really want to do that race. If you're down, we'll do it for charity.
I'm all the way down.
Okay. Well, y'all heard it here, folks. We're going to have a charity race. We'll let you know when it is. But y'all get ready. Get ready.
He thought I was an easy part, and I just let him think it.
Oh,
I'm about to dust y'all.
God.
Y'all, you see I put y'all, I'm going to dust y'all.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Eddie not going to be talking about my back. He's still laughing hard.
He said, wait. Come back. Come back. Wait for me.
If that's the way we going to do it today.
Oh, man, my
Next
stomach.
race, I'm going to pick him up and hold him over like Sunday.
And then when you finished,
Okay.
he said, oh.
Oh, we got sound effects.
Hey. Oh, man.
Anyways, we'll get that race done. Let's continue on in honoring our dear president, Cunningham. So, when you went to the military, though, what was a memory that you had that you know that was a pivotal moment in your life in the military?
Any point. Oh man, it was so many. I think the moment that made me start taking my career serious. This is a moment I thought about today, so it's funny you asked this question. I had a squad leader. I was an E4, and of course I was in Iraq. Imagine that. He told me, "You will never get promoted while I'm in charge." I was like, okay. So mind you, I was an E4, he was an E5. So I ended up getting promoted a couple months later to E5. So now we both E5.
Ooh.
So now this was in 2005. So years later, like all the way out to 2013, me and him both ended up coming back to Fort Stewart at the same time. Now we both staff sergeants.
Oh, okay.
When he saw me, he was like, "Oh, you made staff sergeant?" I was like, "Yeah." Like a year or so later, I picked up sergeant first class. Ooh. So this man say, "I guess it's time for me to retire." I said, "That's a good idea." So it was somebody trying to talk down to me that gave me that push that said, "You know what? I could do better than this. Like, this man is really trying to
belittle me
and hold me down, and I got something for you, Jack." Now, it would have been wrong of me to get promoted to sergeant first class and still hold that vengeance against that guy. But it was that moment that just made me say, "All right, I got something for you, big guy."
Yeah. Wow, that you didn't have to get your get back. The get back was already got.
Yeah.
I mean, you just being who you were and being successful at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all hear that, folks? kings and queens alike. People are always going to down talk you, tell you what you are and aren't capable of, right? I'm cool with what people tell me I am capable of. You know, you can at least try, especially if it's something sensible. But when they tell you can't do something, it's only because they believe that they can. And they want to belittle you so they can make them feel better. Oh, you'll never be in the position I am, or you'll never be there. So you got to pay attention to that. You got to use that as drive and focus. And when you use your drive and focus and just focusing on who you want to be, you'll be successful. That's all the get back you need. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, people think get back is on social media, flashing and everything like that. And that's not get back. That's exposing yourself to other people that might not know you for them to get you for your get back. Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
A lot of times sometimes people may not want to see you get there when they tell you
that's the truth.
You can't do this, you can't do that. But you got to believe in yourself.
Yep.
You got to believe that you could get there. Now, if somebody trying to tell you that, listen, man, this is not going to work in your favor, that's different. Mm-hmm. But you got to watch out for the people that's trying to get there before you instead of with you.
Facts.
So if somebody's trying to get there with you, then y'all could grow together.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to tell the mentees that all the time. Like, hey, man, that friend you got, mm-hmm. if y'all sitting there making bad grades together, hey, surround yourself with new people.
That's fact.
When you start making good grades, encourage that friend to make good grades too.
See if they'll come join that.
Go see if they join that.
Always lift them up.
Yeah. And
something I learned recently, man, I had, there's people in your life that will motivate you, right? And then you'll learn that they motivate you, yeah, but sometimes that can be a snake in the grass. They'll be still jealous of you while they're motivating you to do well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that gives you the fortitude to say you just need to be you and move forward at any cost. Don't stipend yourself. Don't stipend yourself. Now, with you coming out of the military and retiring from 4 tours, what made you want to commit to helping your community the way that you're doing now?
Initially, I didn't have the drive. I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have any of that stuff. I knew I wanted to help, but the first person I had to help was myself. And I went, got counseling and we got therapy and helped myself first, you know. Mm-hmm. And my wife kept talking to me about it. She could see the gift in me before I could see it in myself. And she knew I had it. So my wife helped push me, and she introduced me to the right person. And it just took off from there because I always wanted to mentor. Mm-hmm. So once I retired and continued to go to counseling and get therapy and bettered myself from dealing with PTSD and always feeling down and depressed and not wanting to be around people and want to be by myself and stuck in my own ways. Mm-hmm. That's what helped me start going forward. And it having a wife that motivates you really helped.
Well, let me ask you something about that, because depression among men is bigger than people think. And then on top of that, you had, dealing with PTSD. And with you expressing that your wife helped pull you up out of there, man, that's a lot of things that some people might not have. Like when you were in that mind process, what can you explain to people, like what you were thinking about, like what was the stressor points, so that if there's any young men or any young women that's going through that same exact thing, what could help them, push out of it?
A lot of things was the stressor for me, like overthinking things, making things like way bigger than they really are. Not letting little things go. And I still do it sometimes now, you know.
Yeah.
Letting people get under my skin that don't need to be getting under my skin. Like, you know, people get you upset. I'm the only one upset. That person going on about their day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I try not to do a lot of those things anymore. You know, like try to have more positive interactions.
Yeah.
Try not to focus on a lot of negative stuff. Just find more positive things to do.
Yeah. Now, Eddie, have you ever been in that position? Because I know I have. I can speak on mine, but is there anything that you can give people also about how to swing your mind? Because that positive mind state is very big.
Yeah. I know I was in a really bad place dealing with PTSD and stuff. And even to this day, are still some things are triggered. But like him, I had my wife to help me, you know, bring me out of a dark place, because it was to a point where people didn't even recognize who I was. Because I didn't recognize who I was. I look in the mirror and don't see who I am.
Yeah.
You know. So it took me to get help. But I had a situation where I knew I needed to seek counseling. It was when I went to the flea market, and the Muslim lady was behind me, and I can feel it. You know, you get a feeling because you're so used to being in the military to where you get a feeling like something behind you is not right.
Yeah.
An intuition kind of thing. And before I knew it, I turned around and I was about to pull a pistol on her.
Oh wow.
And she was dressed in her whole get up and all that kind of stuff. And at that point, I knew I needed some help, like serious, thoughtful help. So I understand where he's coming from with that. But yeah, because I thought me getting help was me being weak. Because the military teaches you to
be strong,
and be mentally strong. So you become mentally strong to the point to where you become mentally weak.
Wow, that's deep.
And being weak also is rooted from how you grow up as well.
See, I grew up in the military home.
So growing up in the South, in Alabama,
yeah,
men are supposed to be strong. You're not supposed to be, you know, weak. You know, and so you gotta be tough.
Yeah.
I'm saying so.
Wow. I know at times, man, you can be drained out there, and especially, you know, being in a position of just a leadership, especially if you're in the family, it can be very stressful. But I can only imagine how stressful it is with other factors, man. You know, like the PTSD. And just the imagery of things that y'all might have seen or things that might have happened. Because I know my brother, King Myers, I mean, you were in a vehicle that was blown up, correct? Like the impacts of that, and then coming back to a nation of where that's not really going on like that, where you have to worry about driving. Like people could be worried about driving. Like people might have PTSD about that, about driving on these streets. And just because it's not your reality doesn't mean that it's not someone else's. And I think that's where we've gotten in our society is we're so self-absorbed and we're in our own little world that we forget that other people are dealing with greater things that you could even think of, that if you dealt with it, you'll be in a worse position.
Right.
So with you mentoring and giving your time now, especially to young men, the future young men of society, and dedicating the time to the community, and to come from that, bro, salutes to you. My hat's off to you. You're the president of our organization, and if y'all didn't know, last year he got a video from Senator Warnock, And that thing was so surprising. I was like, and I mean, you would have thought it would have been a basic. Nah, he said 11 black men. I just want to say, and I was like, what? So just his resourcefulness and his motivation is very inspiring. With 11 black men, how did you find the organization, or how did you get involved with it?
Again, my wife. So, of course, she does Zumba.
Yes.
And one of her friends, her friend husband, is part of 11 Black Men.
Okay.
You might know Mr. Andrew Williams.
Andrew Williams. Yes.
He's in Germany.
Yeah, Germany. That's correct.
So Drew, that's my brother there.
All right.
So Drew, we happened to go over to their house for something, and Drew was talking to me about it.
Okay.
And that's how I got involved in 11 Black Men.
Wow.
So the next thing I know, I'm the president of 11 Black Men. I'm like, you're taking me fast.
Yeah. And we have some mentees now. Oh, but could you tell the public what 11 Black Men is about?
At 11 Black Men, we mentor young men 5th through 12th grade. We're very big on education, just getting them on the path to success. Just trying to show those young men there's a different way of doing things. There's not one way of doing things. There's many different ways, as long as you get to success. Mm-hmm. So with 11 Black Men, we check their grades. We'll go to their schools. We in tune with their parents. We'll talk to their parents, like what's going on with them. If they having discipline problems, we'll talk to them about that. We go out to community events.
Yeah, you'll see them all over at community events.
We definitely gonna support the community. Last year we donated Christmas toys to 3 families. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be at Manor House passing out turkeys on the 25th.
Yes.
We offer tutoring to our young men. We just we there for those young men. Mm-hmm. Just motivating them, pushing them, getting them on the right path. Like this, we just had a young man make all A's for the first time since he's been in elementary school.
What?
Yeah. It's just another avenue for them to have somebody to call and talk to when things are not going right. Mm-hmm. The organization been around for over 30 years.
Wow. So young in the grand scheme of things, young organization, very big impact. And when I say young organization, don't sell it short. Is that there's not a lot of organizations that's impactful. You have a lot of people that form things, but nothing gets off the ground. Mm-hmm. And here you have an organization formed by, I believe it was formed by 11 Black men.
It was formed by 11 Black men.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. My brother was the very first group of 11 Black Men.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, shout him out.
Underneath Donald Lovett and stuff like that. Well, my uncle Lovett.
Yes.
My uncle. But my brother was part of the very first group that ever started 11 Black Men.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is.
Well, it's been around for a while. My brother graduated 2002. So I tell you how long this program has really been around.
Mm-hmm. And how impactful it is. That was right. Yeah, that was right around the beginning of 2000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was probably what
2001.
2001 when they started. No, it had been
started in
1990.
Formed in 91. So the first class to graduate would have been around that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought my brother was my fault.
No, but being involved with the program, the impact of what you've been doing in the organization is very, very evident. what are some of the things that we can look forward to as far as an organization like the 11 Black Men?
Hey man, you never know about me. I always got I always got something up the sleeve, man. Look forward to the banquet.
Oh snap!
I'm not scared to email anybody and ask them, hey,
yeah, can you come through?
The worst thing they could say is no.
No.
Or block me. I don't know them anyway. So
that's that motivation and determination, folks.
What are they gonna do? Talk about me on their podcast?
Yeah.
So look forward to the banquet, man. Come out and join us.
Snap. He gave us an Easter egg too, y'all. Y'all missed that. He said, "What are they gonna do? Talk about me on their podcast? Is it somebody from a podcast? Let's see, usual suspects."
You never know about me.
Now, if Shannon Sharp coming through there, y'all, I know something.
Now he bring Michelle. We don't need him.
Oh snap! Bro, if Obama come, I know one thing.
Nah, I wish I could pull that off.
Yeah.
I would be a legend.
Yeah, you would.
What? You already a legend now.
I would never drive the speed limit again.
Nope.
He said, "What? Do you know I'm the one that brought Obama?" Like, oh man. So that means this year's banquet, everybody, you need to get your tickets as soon as they hit. When are the tickets available to purchase for the banquet?
Not yet. We had to push it back to March 29th.
Okay.
We got 3 seniors from Bradwell that's graduating this year, so the banquet has extra special.
Yeah.
So, we're going to get them their scholarship that night. I didn't mention that, once the boys graduate, the organization gives them a scholarship.
Oh, wow.
So, those boys get their scholarships that night, so.
See, folks, we got to start understanding the programs that are here for us. I mean, that's deep. Because I remember going to a banquet and seeing a young man, I cannot remember his name, but he got up and the way he spoke so well. I mean, and from everything that we learned from his message, he said he wasn't always like that. He was shy and reserved, and then when he did his first banquet and he spoke out to public, that's when he started becoming very comfortable with it. And now I believe he's like a public speaker also, amongst other things. So, the program has made a very big impact on the community. And we thank you for everything you do. Really do.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now, with the running and everything, we're going to handle that. I'm going to dust you.
I doubt it.
And I'm getting tired of Eddie putting his hand on his face like, I want you to be in this race. Will you accept the challenge?
Nope.
It's a shame you won't show the second race, but I truly.
What second race? Do you have a video of a second race?
I truly don't blame you, and I won't.
Do you have a video of that?
I won't embarrass you.
Please,
second race.
First one was really. If you can embarrass me worse than the first one.
The second race, I started off facing the opposite direction.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He's saying that because he's trying to bait me to the video to prove that he never did that.
Wow.
But I don't have a video of I don't remember him. You said you were facing the other way?
Yeah, it usually happens that way.
Would you ran backwards is what you're saying?
No, before they said go, I was looking the other way. My body was turned the other way. And when they said go, I turned
around and
caught you, passed you, and slowed down.
That's a lot going on in a race.
It sounds like a lot of misinformation and fake news. Anyways, it sounds like a lot of fake news.
I don't think so.
You really think that he would burn me in a foot race?
Yes.
You really believe it?
Yes.
And you just saw me dusting.
I did not see that.
All right, Armadillo. I got you.
Bless you.
He must be a tortoise then. Tortoise. Toward a sloth.
Listen, it doesn't matter what the sport is. I could beat him at it.
Oh no. Whoa. I'm gonna tell you to hold your horses.
I have
Because the one thing that I know for a fact that you would not beat me in is football.
Oh.
I will graciously show you how good I am at that. And now that right there, we can get. We don't even need pads.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Did they have the DARE program around when you was in school?
Most definitely.
No, because it seems as if you didn't learn anything because something is going wrong right now that you think you could beat me in anything. I seen you do good at one thing, and that's when you was cheering with Liberty County Cheerleaders one night at the game.
Oh wow!
You was doing real good.
Helping my daughter cheer.
Yes, you was good at that.
So you. Wow. I tell you what, y'all not gonna see this, but after we get from here, the first thing we're doing is we're going in the room, and I'm arm wrestling him to beat him in that. Wow. Then we're gonna proceed. We're gonna make this thing a competition of who's better at what. You ready for the arm wrestling?
So you're saying you can't do anything that we have to move physically?
Yeah, we can move physically. We just starting off with this. We're gonna build it up. It's gonna be arm wrestling, then football. So and while we prepare for me to beat you in running.
So if we're going to do arm wrestling, I'm going to include swimming, nothing less than a mile.
That's fine. I'm good with swimming. Yeah, you thought you nothing less than a mile. That's fine. That is cool with me. We can do that too at the Y. Y'all, this is going to turn into a series now. I'm ready for this. You know that. All right. All right, I'm going to have them videotape this right when we get. Man, I'm ready already. What are you laughing at? Eddie, you don't even want to get into it.
I was just trying to figure out what we're going to call this series.
The Tortoise and the Dello?
I just want to know
The Lost Chronicles of King Kong.
What color t-shirts he want to be on.
Oh, wow. Why is this all against me, y'all? Y'all don't see how one-sided this is?
Oh, man. Here lies. Athletic career.
We about to have 10 black men.
Oh, that's messed up. It's about to be 10 black men now.
Oh, God.
And you laughing hard. You know what? It's all good. It's all good. Yo, we're to the part of the program where we're going to hear from Copernicus and also President Cunningham. Is there anything today, Copernicus, that you would like to say to the kings and queens out there to help them motivate them for the rest of the month and the rest of the year?
That's a lot for the rest of the year. Oh, boy. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I want to say life is like clouds. Sometimes when you look up at the cloud, it's dark and gray. That could be a form of your depression or you feeling like you're not worth anything. Then you got lightning and thunder that scares you. That could be a form of a new job, moving to a new area, or just being scared of life, period. But the one thing you have to learn about clouds is they're not going to always be there. Sooner or later, the sun is going to shine through those clouds. And at that moment is when you realize, looking up at the clouds and dreaming of that sunlight, it'll show up.
I mean, you just get deep. Oh, I should have saved you for last. Anyways, President Cunningham, is there anything that you want to tell these kings and queens out there?
You know, when I walked in here, your son had no clue who I was, right? And we sit here and we laugh and we joke, but people they might not understand my real character, right?
Yes.
Like your son had no clue who paid for the Chick-fil-A for the seniors at Liberty High, right? Like most of Bradwell football team probably had no clue who paid for their pregame meal last week, right?
Yes.
So people see you and they judge your character. So your character is something that you have to protect at all times. So when you out with other people, you have to protect your character. And no matter what you do, you can never let people give you a character flaw that does not belong to you. So when you in that circle, if those people start stealing, you a thief, whether you stealing or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those people beat up somebody, you a thug. So don't let people give you a character flaw that doesn't belong to you. Stay true to your character. If you know you don't belong in that group, don't get in that group.
Facts.
If this was a podcast of people drinking and smoking, I wouldn't be here because my character don't fit.
Facts.
My character used to fit, don't fit anymore. And I surround myself with those type of people, and I encourage people to surround yourself with people that you fit with,
Yeah.
positive people. Keep pushing. Good things will come. Good people will come. Stay motivated.
Wow. Yo, Prez, that's deep also. Y'all just gonna leave me with this, huh? So, kings and queens, we just enjoyed a leader in the community explaining to you that life wasn't always perfect. And it might not be perfect now, but it was worth all of the things he went through to be to the moment he is. And if you look through the clouds, eventually the sunshine is going to shine. So I'll leave you guys with this. Keep pressing forward. The good things that happen to you, you might not even know where they come from. But somebody else might have paid and paved the way for it to happen. There's a lot of things that happens in a day that we don't know where these good things come from. Just like you taking care of Bradwell and Liberties. But they never knew it. But it was done. So through your clouds, there will be sunshine. Much love to you, kings and queens. And President Cunningham, we thank you for everything that you're doing and you continue to do.
I ain't done yet, bro.
I know it. I know it. This is Black Kings Free Game, and we're out.
Yerp.